Hello everyone. Let's talk about something that's quietly shaping the digital world around us. Something that has its fingerprints on everything from your recommended playlists to political ads to chatbot answers. That something is the practice of training artificial intelligence systems on social media data. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful mirrors of our time, social media-based AI training. We'll unpack what it is, why it matters, and most importantly, what we must do about it. So, what is social media-based AI training exactly? Social media-based AI training is the process of collecting and using user-generated content. Posts, tweets, captions, photos, you name it. From platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and even parenting forums to train AI models. Why? Two main reasons: scale and diversity. Billions of people offer billions of perspectives. Behavioral richness. Social media is messy, emotional, nuanced. It captures real-world human behavior in the wild. It's a data scientist's dream. And, in some cases, an ethicist's nightmare. Now, this data is used for all kinds of models, from recommendation engines and chatbots to language models and automated content moderation tools. One famous example: a 2017 study by Bandari and colleagues used nearly 2 million posts from parenting sites to study vaccine discourse. Yes, 2 million diaper-clad, midnight scroll-fueled stories helped shape an AI model's understanding of vaccine hesitancy. It's impressive, but here's where things get complicated. AI doesn't distinguish between fact and fiction, kindness and cruelty. It learns what it sees, and what it sees is us. AI is trained on social media content, learn not just grammar and syntax. They learn what we believe, what we fear, what we hate, and what we repeat the most. Let's look at this table of harmful biases. Now just think about what you're reading here. These aren't hypothetical. These are real, observed outcomes. Chatbots repeating racial slurs? Ad systems showing STEM jobs only to men? That's not AI making those choices. It's AI reflecting our own data, our own digital fingerprints. To quote the brilliant statistician William Levitt, you get out of data what you put in, and then some. And when that data is society, the sum includes our deepest inequities. So now let's talk about consent and anonymization. The OECD AI principles, the UNESCO ethics of AI, and the GDPR all talk about meaningful, informed, active consent. Not buried in a 47-page terms of service nobody reads. Real consent with a chance to say, no thanks. But what actually happens? Most platforms bury vague statements in their TOS that allow them to use your data. And because you want to see your friends' vacation photos or use that new dog face filter, you click Accept All. Here's the irony. Users are being mined for training data by systems that might one day deny them credit, employment, or healthcare coverage, all based on models they unknowingly helped build. Now, let's look at anonymization. It sounds good in theory, right? Strip the names, blur the faces, and you should have safe data. Not quite. Aberdeen et al., 2015, showed a 93.6% success rate for de-identification in medical text. Sounds great. But Narayanan and Shmatikov, 2008, came along and said, hold my beer. They showed you can re-identify people using just writing style, posting time, or rare events. That's right. Even anonymized data can be traced back to you. Let's look at another table comparing typical versus gold standard practices. Now, let me ask you, how many companies do you think are doing column C right now? Pretty much none. Now on to AI progress versus privacy. Look, there's a reason companies are doing this. Social media data is a goldmine. The public stuff is easy to scrape. The behavior is authentic. And the patterns? They're rich. Some will argue, and not wrongly, that using this data can improve inclusivity, model nuance, and even fairness if diverse voices are included. But the flip side is just as true. Using data without consent undermines autonomy, erodes trust, and can inflict real psychological harm. We've seen people targeted by recommendation algorithms that reflect their worst fears back at them. We've seen kids fed disinformation by bots that mimic their own language. So where do we go from here? Here's my view on what I would perceive as recommendations. 1. Current anonymization isn't enough. It's better than nothing, but it's not foolproof. 2. User consent? Still largely a myth. What we have today is permission by obfuscation. 3. AI will reflect society unless we curate, audit, and govern. We must remember, AI doesn't invent hate or joy or love. It reflects what we feed it, and what we feed it comes from us. To ensure AI is both intelligent and just, we need stronger, continuous consent mechanisms, differential privacy and meaningful anonymization, bias audits, pre-launch and post-launch, independent ethical oversight, and a culture shift from data extraction to data stewardship. Let me close with this. We often talk about AI as if it was some alien force, deciding our fates in secret. But in reality, it's just us. Writ large, writ fast, writ without sleep or moral pause. So, if AI is a mirror, we better ask, what do we want it to reflect? Thank you. I look forward to your questions and to shaping a better frontier together.